So you're gonna start a new chapter. It's statistical survey, or we call it auto statistics. It's very, 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 very easy. I will explain this chapter with an example, and then when we'll do the exercises in the book, you're gonna feel that it's really easy. So I will start with the first part. How do we represent a data? Yani we can represent a data with three cases. I can represent it by listing, by a table, or by a circle, or by a bar graph, or by then a circle. So presentation by listing data. For example, I can give you this example. The following list gives the grades over 20 of each student in a class. I have 12, 13, 10, 15, 12, 11. So it's not organized like this. So how I can organize all those given in a table? So I will put the grades, frequency, and how many they got this grade. I'll put the grades all the time from the smallest to the largest grade or the highest grade. I have 10, I have 11, I have 12, 13. How many 10 we have? 1. Frequency, and how many I can see this grade, how many got the grade. 1 student got 10. 11, I count 1, 2, and 2 students got 11. 12, I have 4. 13, 2. 15, 1. 18, 2. 19, 1. 21. It means I have, if I add those 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2, I know that I have 14 students in the class. Because if you got the grades here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It means I have 14 grades and I have 14 students. So the frequency gives me how many students got 10 over 20, how many 11. So I can give it like this in a table. Now I give it in a table. They can ask me about the relative frequency, the increasing cumulative frequency. So let's see it here. 3, they can ask you about the relative frequency, the cumulative frequency, or you can see it also cumulative increasing frequency. Relative frequency in percentage, and what is the percentage, and how many they got 10 over 20? Like 1 out of how many? 14. And the relative frequency, I take all the time the frequency over the total times 100. If it's in percentage times 100, if I don't need the percentage, I don't do times 100. So it's 1 over 14. Here I would do it 2 over 14 times 100 gives 14.3. This one is here. And to get all those answers, it's 4 over the total times 100. So the relative frequency here is the frequency over the total times 100. This is the formula. Relative frequency, يعني I have 1 out of 14, يعني 1 over 14 times 100, يعني 7.15% got 10 over 20. 14.3% they got 11 over 20. Now if they ask me about the cumulative frequency, cumulative يعني كمان فينا نشوف the word increasing cumulative. You can see the same cumulative frequency, or you can see the word increasing cumulative frequency. It's the same. I take the first one as it is, 1, and then I added 1 plus 2, يعني I add here like this to give me this one, it's here 3. Okay, then again 3 plus 4 gives me 7. So I add, this is the increasing frequency. 7 plus 2 gives me 9. I continue the same. 9 plus 1 gives me 10. 10 plus 2, 12. 12 plus 1, 13. 13 plus 1, 14. The last one should be like the total. This is the increasing cumulative frequency or cumulative frequency. Now, if they said to find the percentage relative cumulative frequency, the same. I take the first one as it and I add, يعني 7.15, then plus 14.3. It's the same idea. 21.45 plus 28.5. So when you say the word cumulative frequency, يعني you take the first one, then you add it with the second one. That's it. It's very simple. Very, very easy. And when you do the exercise from the book, you will feel that it's easier. So again, إذا بتكون here it's like this. So how I got the second one? I add with this one, and I'm talking about the relative frequency. بعدين هيدي it's plus this one. It gives me this one, and then goes on to reach to the 100. Let's move now. They are really easy, don't worry, guys. Now, I can give it to you as a graphical representation. We call it bar graph. So, for example, all the time, home become the first line, and the grades 10, 11, 12, 13. Here, how many they got this? So, 1 got 10, 2 students got 12. and then if I join the top of those نسميها كمان this is the bar graph. The other one we call it, it's called the polygon. Okay, if I join the top of each one, we call it the polygon of the frequency. When they say polygon of the frequency, and I'm drawing the frequency, I can draw the relative frequency, I can draw anything. This one we call it the line هي مسميها the polygon. هذه اسمها the polygon of the frequency. Okay, because I'm drawing here the frequency. We'll see it more in the exercises. I have it also as a circle. Okay, it's easy. Okay, يعني, you know what? This circle I will leave it. We will explain the circle in the class, or let's do it. It's not that much hard. For example, the first one. نحن we know that the total is 14. When I say total 14 and he 360 degrees. طيب. One student, how much it represent the student? So I do 1 times 360 divided by 14. نرجع عنا. For example, for this, so this one, the 25,172 represent had an orange for the grade اللي he got 10. Let's say I have another one he got, for example, 2. How much he got the second one? Okay, 2 got 11. It means I need to know the angle. So I need to say the same. 14 he 360 degrees. Okay, type 2 students. How much? I do 2 times 360 divided by 14. It gives me 51.43, and then goes on to draw the pie chart of the circle graph. Okay, it's very simple, guys. Really, it's very easy. Now, how do we find the mean or the median or the average? Sorry, the mean or the average. We need to add, for example, if you need to find the average of your grades, you're gonna add all the grades over the total grade. هون عندنا 14 grades يعني. I need to add 10 plus 11 plus 11 plus, instead of saying here, let's go back to the table. 10 plus 11 plus 11 2 times, and I will do 10 times 1 plus 11 times 2, and I have 2 11 plus 12 times 4 لأنه عندنا 4 12 يعني 12 plus 12 plus 4 times plus 13 times 2 لأنه عندي 2 13 plus 15 times 1 plus 18 times 2 plus 19 times 1 plus 20 times 1 over the total 14. Okay, يعني as I'm adding all the grades يعني كان أقول أنا 10 plus 11 plus 11 لأنه عندنا 2 11 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 4 times, so I do 12 times 4 over 14 over the total. I can find the average of all the grades, and that's it. When we are doing the exercises, we will talk about كمان الكاركتر وهيك. When the exercise, we'll see it. Okay, it's linked to the exercise. That's it.